Hold on tight. Next stop, Haven.
Ruben, this place looks amazing.
I bet you all have a bunch of questions.
This facility, when did you build all of this?
I built it around the same time I moved over here. I needed a place to do my real work.
Your real work, huh? So the billion-dollar company is just a side hustle?
Not quite. You see, I consider it to be like a propeller. It plays a part, but it's not the whole plane.
That's got to be the most expensive propeller I've ever heard of.
Big planes need big propellers.
Oh my dear! I hadn't the slightest idea you had something like this down here.
Haven is a place where I can conduct any experiments I wish. It required the utmost secrecy. I didn't feel great about keeping it a secret from you, Georgiana, but it was necessary.
Damn right it was. Now, enough of the chit-chat, Ruben. Let's go see that project of yours.
All right. Through the front entrance, please.
Ruben is full of surprises, isn't he?
Ruben's really blown me out of the water with this place.
What a riot! He somehow managed to keep a place like this a secret.
I'm rather shocked. How did I not find out earlier?
Let's get a move on, people.
The project awaits. Just a little further.
Senor, I hope you don't mind my asking, but what is behind that large door at the back?
For a moment, I thought no one was going to ask. Behind that door is my most precious project. It's where I keep Project Genetica.
I can officially say that you've piqued my interest.
I'm quite excited to find out what's behind that door, too.
Let's keep moving then, shall we?
Well, before we go inside, there's something we need.
Sure. What do you need? Some type of tech to unlock that door? Maybe protective gear?
No and no. I don't need any of that. It's something entirely different.
What is it then?
I need to find a small device. I think the last time I saw it was back in the Creative Hub. Carla, you can join me if you'd like. A little sightseeing might be good for the article.
All right. Why not?
Follow me then, Carla. The rest of you, please be patient and wait here. We'll be back shortly.
I'm lost for words.
I'm so excited I can hardly contain myself.
Oh my, how exciting all this is.
How long's all this gonna take?
We'll be here.
I hope the reveal will be as good as the build-up.
Welcome to the Creative Hub.
I'm guessing this is your relaxation space. Am I right?
Spot on. This is the place where my best ideas were born.
Your precious Project Genetica too?
Well, yes and no. But that's a story for another time. I'd prefer not to leave the others waiting too long.
Of course. I'll just grab a quick photo. This needs to be documented.
Go right ahead. I can't see the device. Would you mind helping me out?
Okay. What exactly am I looking for? A device is a bit vague.
Right. It's a handheld games console.
A handheld games console? Why on earth would you need something like that right now?
Trust me, it's important.
If you need it, then we need it.
Thanks for understanding, Carla.
No biggie. Let's search.
I know the handheld console is in here somewhere. You found it. Great. We can go back and join the others in the hallway.
Seriously though, why do we need this?
For now, let's head back to the others. You'll find out what it's for in a moment. We should head back to everyone else. If everyone's ready, it's time to show you what Project Genetica is all about.
Mon Dieu!
This is magnificent.
Oh my! How could a place like this be underground?
If you're surprised by this, I wonder what you'll say in a second. Okay, everyone. Stay very still now. You might scare her away.
Scare who?
Genie! Come out! Everyone, meet Jeannie. She's over 65 years old. About 6 months ago, she was on her deathbed. But thanks to Project Genetica, we were able to give her a second life. I see you all have questions, but it looks like Jeannie is getting a bit antsy with so many people around. Carla, can you give her the game console? It's her favorite toy.
I don't know, Ruben. Is she dangerous? Does she bite?
Don't worry. She's never shown any sign of hostility. She's just nervous. It'll do you good to befriend her, too.
All right then.
Fascinating.
I can't say that's what I was expecting.
He must be tripping. Like hell his project is a chimpanzee.
Oh, what a lovely surprise.
Go on then, Ms. Page. Give the chimpanzee the toy.
I don't understand.
Carla, give Jeannie the games console.
I should give Jeannie the handheld console.
Okay, I think this will keep her occupied for a bit. So, any questions?
You're a total hoot, Ruben. I can't believe your biggest project is a chimpanzee.
That is not a question, Jax. Your immature comments are getting old rather fast.
Don't mind him, Ruben. I'm a bit awestruck by this project myself. How does Jeannie look so young?
She doesn't just look young, she is young.
Mon Dieu! What are you saying here, Ruben? Did you rejuvenate her somehow?
That's right. You could say she's been made young again. That's basically what Project Genetica is.
What did you inject her with? Some type of chemical you made?
Not exactly. It's more like bioengineered cells injected as a serum. Only one dose is needed. Its main purpose was to change and restore the cells, tissues, and organs of the body.
Have the tests for it only been run on little Jeannie?
First, specific animal tissues were used for testing. Once we were getting good results, we moved on to mice trials. And by the end of those trials, the serum was showing incredible results. The modified cells actually started aging slower than the original ones.
How much slower?
Given our current estimations, they'll last up to 200 years.
That's astonishing, Ruben.
Senor, I can't believe it. That will change everything.
I guess that's at least a better cause for people to die over rather than just that little chimpanzee.
People shouldn't be dying over this. I just want everyone to live a better life.
I think that's enough information about the project. Everyone, I'd like for you to follow me. There's something else I want to show you.
I'd like for Carla to stay behind.
If you insist, Ruben. As for the rest of us, let's go.
Why did you want me to stay?
You're a journalist, Carla, and this scoop is one of the reasons you're here. So, I figured it's as good a time for an interview as any.
Ruben, are you really sure about me writing a scoop on this? It seems too important.
Nonsense. This is one of the reasons I brought you over here. I want the public to know about this project.
Why is that?
This is a dangerous technology, Carla. If it gets into the wrong hands, it could lead to even greater divisions in society. Right. I think we've gotten off to a high-octane start here. Let's slow down a bit. Why don't you take a photo with me and Jeannie for the article first?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'm surprised she stayed so still as long as she did. If we get her favorite treat, she'll come out again.
Do you have one on you?
No, but do you see the screen on the wall to the side? It's used to test Jeannie's cognitive abilities. If she passes a test, it automatically drops a treat for her.
So you're saying, if we beat her test, we can get a treat to call her back out?
Precisely.
Okay, we can try that.
The test is by the wall on the right-hand side.
Let's see if I can find all the pairs.
Jeannie's hiding in the bush. She'll come out if you give her the treat.
No problem. Pretty sure Jeannie and I will get along very well.
Glad to hear it. She won't bite.
Okay, all that's left is to give Jeannie the treat.
See? You're practically friends now. All right, grab a photo while she's still standing here. Now, for the interview part. Is there anything else you'd like to know about Project Genetica?
What made you choose Jeannie for the tests?
Well, genetically, chimpanzees are the closest animals to humans, so that's why. If the serum works on them, there's a very high probability it will be adaptable to humans too.
Do you mind if I ask more questions about her?
No problem. What would you like to know about Jeannie?
Did you name her Genie, or was she called that already?
A fellow zoologist who worked together with me on the project came up with the name. It was given to her back at the Great Ape Sanctuary before she was brought here. And to be honest, he couldn't have picked a better name for her, because in the end, she made our wish come true.
That's beautiful, Ruben. There's still one thing bothering me, though. What's your end goal with this project?
To minimize the suffering of every human in the world.
That's a tall order and quite a burden to bear. You sure you can do this?
Perhaps, but someone has to do it, so why not me?
That's an admirable answer, and one I would expect from a person of your stature.
Now, Carla, let me ask you something. What do you think about Project Genetica?
To be honest with you, I think you're messing with forces you don't understand.
I can't deny that, but it's human nature to want to figure out the unknown. I'm just doing what's natural. But thank you for being honest with me. All right, I think that will be enough info for your article. So, let's head back to the mansion.
Is it just me, or does Jeannie look happy while holding Ruben's hand?
Let's head back to the mansion. Oh no, I think Jeannie stole my phone again. I can't go back without it.
Sounds like it's not the first time.
No, she's done it plenty before. She even breaks out of her room and steals items from the lab. She usually hides it with the rest of her stash. I bet my phone will be there too. It's back in Genetica Keep.
I'll help you look for it.
Jeannie can be a bit of a handful sometimes. She probably hid the phone in her stash. Pass me the phone, would you? Thank you, Carla. Shall we head back then?
Yeah, let's go.
After you. I'll be right behind you.
Just in time for the party.
What the hell, Admiral? What's going on here?
Carla, calm down. I gave Sam permission to do this. We figured we might catch the murderer off guard. Sam, did you find anything?
No, but I haven't checked everyone yet. Ms. Page, for instance. There's too many of us, so I'd like for the guests to search each other. Look for anything out of the ordinary. Perhaps an item from Haven or something similar.
I'm not a fan of all this, but fine. I hope it will help with the investigation.
Ruben, I'd like for you to check Q. Miss Page, decide with Mrs. Bird which of you will search Margot and which will search Dr. Cat. They'll search you after.
Dr. Cat, I'd like to search you.
I'll search Miss St. Germain then.
Don't you think this is a bit excessive?
If it helps us identify the killer, we have to do it.
I guess you're right.
Mind telling me what this is?
Oh, it's nothing important.
All right, let's see. Why do you have this?
What's going on? Carla, can I have a look?
Of course, Ruben.
This is...
It's not what you think.
Catherine, I'd like for you to be quiet for a moment. You know, I expected this from you least of anyone.
Cat, why on earth do you have data about Jeannie?
Ruben, I saw the sheet back in Genetica Keep. I noticed there was an issue with the assessment of Jeannie's vitals. I figured I could talk to you about the data after we left.
It's hard to believe a data sheet would just be lying around back at Jeannie's place.
You saw that Jeannie likes to steal things. She could easily have swiped the data folder off one of the desks. Saying that, I'm not certain if I can trust Catherine.
I think she's telling the truth. I just don't see Dr. Cat being the villain here.
Thanks, Carla.
I have to assess every situation impartially. This is no different, Catherine. It's not looking pretty for you at the moment.
Look, Sam, before you pass judgment, think about this. Why would she stay by my side to try and cure me?
Try is the operative word in that sentence, Ruben. She didn't heal you, did she?
Well, not exactly. But she had so many opportunities to kill me too. Why didn't she?
Have you considered the possibility that killing you wasn't initially the main objective? How else could you have survived so long after your poisoning?
I hadn't considered that.
It might have been scare tactics or a diversion to keep us busy while they focused on another goal. As things stand, I consider Dr. Cat a threat. She'll be locked in her room until I figure this out.
Hell yeah! Finally, someone's getting things done around this place. I'll help.
Sam, you're making a mistake here.
This is about more than just you, Ruben. This is a threat to the progress of humankind. As a government official, I'll use all my power to stop it any way I can.
People, please. Can we just get out of here? I've had enough drama over the past hour to last a lifetime.
All right, everyone, the show's over. Leave this place right away.
I don't know whether Dr. Cat really is a threat. I guess the only way to find out is to get to the truth. Wait, I still have that USB key I found in Jax's suite. It might have something important on it. Maybe I could check it on Lucas's PC. Let's start by turning Lucas's PC on. Perhaps the cable's not in. And it's dead. Great. Did it malfunction with the camera system before? Well, there was a TV back in the game room. Pretty sure it could read a USB key. Hey, Mrs. B. Why are you cleaning? Wouldn't it be better just to relax a bit after all that just happened?
This is my way of relaxing, Carla. It's my way of coping with all that Ruben showed us today.
It is a lot to deal with. I get it. But it's all to improve the quality of human life.
I know, dear. It's just that cleaning helps me to calm down. That said, sometimes I do end up losing track of time.
All right then, I'll leave you to it. I just need to use the TV, if it doesn't bother you.
Of course not. Go ahead, dear. I'm still shaken up by the fact I didn't know about Haven. What else don't I know about?
That's not the port I need. Okay, now to insert the USB key. It's a USB port. I just need the remote. Maybe Mrs. B knows where it is. Mrs. B, have you seen the TV remote by any chance?
I haven't seen it here, but Freddy used the TV all the time. Maybe he took it back to his room.
Knowing him, he might have. It's worth a try. Thanks.
I'd suggest looking in Freddy's suite.
Time to see what Jax has on that USB key.
I see you found the TV remote. Good.
I should use the TV remote. A bit strange. The USB key has only one unnamed video file. What's on it? Oh, this is security camera footage.
Oh, my poor boy.
They were fighting. What's worse, it seems that Freddy killed Lucas by accident.
Oh my. Carla, where did you get this video?
I found the USB key in Jax's room.
I thought there was no recoverable footage from the security cameras.
Apparently there was. We were just too slow to find it before.
What do you mean, dear?
I guess someone broke into the security room after Lucas's death before we got there. They transferred the footage onto this USB key and deleted any other evidence.
But if you found this USB key in Jackson's room, does that mean that he is...
I don't want to point fingers at anyone until we know exactly what's going on.
But you have to admit that Freddy and Jax never got along, always fighting it out.
That's what makes this weird. Why would they fight if Jax had footage like that on Freddy? Basically, Jax should have had Freddy under his foot.
It does seem odd.
There must be something that I'm missing here. But this is too big to keep quiet on. I need to take action.
What are you going to do?
I'll get to the bottom of this straight from the source.
Dear, please don't tell me you're going to speak with Jax.
I am, and don't try to stop me. Besides, I think you'll know what to do if something happens to me.
Oh dear, I don't want to even think about that. Just try to stay safe.
Of course. Jax might be back in the safari suite. I should start from there.
Be careful.
Why ain't I surprised?
Maybe you missed me enough that you started hoping that I would show up.
I doubt that, darling. What do you want?
I came here because of the missing security footage.
It ain't got nothing to do with me. You probably got the wrong room.
I found a USB key in your room that had a video of Lucas getting killed by Freddy. Got an explanation?
You better stop joking like that.
I'm not joking, Jax. Tell me the truth.
Who the hell do you think you are, coming in here like you own the goddamn place? I ain't letting some random person accuse me like that. You could have easily planted the USB key here. Coming here all alone, too? What are you trying to achieve?
I just wanted to hear your side.
Enough! To hell with this! You ain't getting away scot-free accusing me like that. I'll go and see what Reuben thinks about this. I ain't leaving you here either. And stay out!
Perhaps I overdid it. Maybe I did miss something before. Jax went to see Reuben. It's a great chance to look for more evidence in his room. One of the windows is slightly open. Maybe I can get inside through it? I'm in. Time to search for more clues. A fake red nail. How did it get here? I'd better find Jax and Reuben. There might be more to this than I thought. I hope I'll find them in Reuben's room.
And here's the lady of the hour.
Jax, could you not? Carla, I'm a bit disappointed in you.
I guess Jax already told you.
He did. You shouldn't go accusing people left and right like that. What you needed to do was come to me first, before even entertaining the thought of speaking with Jax.
I'm sorry. I should have come to you first.
Good, as long as you understand.
Carla, if you came here for an apology for my little outburst, you ain't getting it.
No need. I provoked you, and that's on me.
All right, works for me.
Now then, can I see the evidence with which you are accusing Jax?
Of course.
Go on then. Give him the USB key or whatever.
Please, give me the USB key you found. I'll have a look at it once I get a second.
There is something else. I found a fake red nail in Jax's suite.
You seriously went through my stuff again? How did you even get inside? It makes so much sense that you're a...
Jax, that's enough.
All right, I'll stop. What about this fake red nail then? Where did that come from?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you.
How the hell should I know?
So you don't know?
All I know is that no one else has been in there besides Janet and me. And that it's not Janet's. She colors her nails white. More her style, you know.
Agreed. I've never seen Janet with red nail polish either.
Could the fake nail belong to Mrs. B?
Doubt it. Never seen the old gal wearing any nail polish.
Mrs. Bird never has a manicure when she's working, as it gets ruined from household chores.
Who's left then? Portia?
Could it be Margot's?
You might be right. I remember she had her nails done red.
Jax, did Margot ever come into your room?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right, I'll go speak with Margot. Need to make sure that the nail belongs to her.
All right, please do.
Hopefully Margot will be back in her suite.
Why are you still here?
Speak with Margot. See what you can find out.
Margot's not here. Well, she won't be that mad if I had a quick look in her makeup case, right? I just need to find a place to put it down. The sideboard should do just fine. I should place the makeup case here. The color of the nail polish and the nail match. The fake nail must be Margot's. I should take a photo before I leave. I need to speak with Margot to figure out how the nail ended up in Jax's suite. Where could Margot be? I should go look around. Oh, Q's here. Maybe he's seen her around. Hey, Q. Sorry to bother, but have you seen Margot by any chance?
Si, señorita. When I first came to check the drain, I saw her going to the courtyard.
Did you see her coming back?
I couldn't tell. I just came back myself. I went to grab the drain rod from the greenhouse.
Okay, thanks for your help. Did Margot go to speak with Dr. Cat? But why? Only one way to find out.
I wish I could be of more help, but that's all I saw.
Miss Page, I hope you're here to say hello.
Sorry, not this time.
I'd be surprised otherwise. Why are you here?
I'm looking for Margot. Have you seen her?
Yes, she was here, but she left a while ago.
Do you know to where?
I didn't bother to ask. Perhaps Catherine can help you more. Margot came to visit her after all.
You let Dr. Cat be visited? I thought you said she's a threat to the progress of humankind.
Truth be told, I don't want to believe that she is. For now, my only concern is to keep her in the suite where she can't take any other classified documents. No one's stopping you to go and speak with her.
All right.
Catherine is in her suite. You're free to go and speak with her.
Dr. Cat, how are you holding up?
Hi, Carla. I can't say that I'm doing great. I'm being treated like a prisoner.
Maybe there's something I can do to make it easier for you?
Don't be silly. Really, no one can do anything right now. All of this was my fault. I shouldn't have taken Jeannie's report.
You can't change the past, but you can definitely learn from it.
You know, I'd expect to hear something like this from Ruben. You do remind me of him sometimes. Either way, next time I'll know that I shouldn't stick my nose where it doesn't belong. Now then, why are you here? Knowing you, it's more than just a quick visit.
Actually, I'm looking for Margot. I heard that she was here.
Oh, right. She left a little bit ago, but said that she'll be back shortly.
Do you know why she left?
Not exactly. She did say she has a surprise for me, whatever that will be.
Is that it? Did she ask you anything while she was here?
She did ask me why I took the sheet on Jeannie's vitals. Wait, Carla, what is this about?
I'm not sure just yet. Do you mind if I stay and wait with you for Margot to return?
Of course. I trust that whatever your reason is, it's important. Well then, should we play a board game while we wait?
Yeah, I'd love that. Do you have anything in mind?
How about 4 in a row? I saw a box lying around somewhere in my suite.
Sounds good to me. We just need to find it.
Be warned, I'm rather good at the game.
I found it!
We can play on the table. I've cleared up some space. Let's set up the board game on the table. Perfect. Let's decide on team colors then. Would you like to go with red or blue?
I'd like to go with blue.
Blue it is. All right, let's play. Whenever you're ready. I did not think you could beat me. Well played.
Thanks. I can't say it was easy.
Why don't we go and relax for a bit? I'm sure Margot won't be long.
Sorry, I'm so late. It took me ages to find it. Oh, chérie, what a lovely surprise. What are you doing here?
I have the same question for you.
I'm here on a special delivery for Catherine. I think she'll be pleased.
No way! Don't tell me this is a cover for my new science book for kids! Margot, why do you have this?
Chérie, please. Who do you think made that lovely unpublished cover for your new book? Ruben asked me to get some of my best people on it. Do you like it?
I love it!
That's wonderful. Next time, you know who to call. Now, Carla, my lovely, you didn't answer the question before. Why are you here?
If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Of course. It seems to be rather important if you've been sitting here waiting for me.
What business did you have in Jax's room?
Excuse me? I have never set foot inside that lowlife's room.
All right. Well, before we continue with the conversation, could you tell me if you recognize this?
Of course, chérie. What should I recognize, chérie?
This fake nail is yours, isn't it?
Yes, but how did you know it's mine?
The nail color matched with the red nail polish from your room.
Chérie, I can't believe you went into my room.
I was just following the clues. They led me to your room and the nail polish.
But what does any of this have to do with me being in Jax's suite?
I found a USB in his room that contained the security footage of Lucas's death. It's where I also found a fake red nail that perfectly matches your nail polish. Now, mind explaining how that footage and your nail ended up in Jax's room?
Have you spoken with Jax about this?
Yes, I have. He said you never entered his room.
Of course he did. Shiri, whatever Jax told you, he lied.
I wouldn't be shocked to find that he lied to me. Wouldn't be the first time.
Look, I didn't want to say anything at first since Jax asked me to keep quiet about it. But I did go to his room because I slept with him.
You and Jackson. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Why would you not? I'm a powerful woman. I do as I please.
Jax and Margot? I did not see that coming.
Margot, when did you sleep with him?
It was the same night the boat burnt up.
I need a few more details about what happened.
Chérie, your wish is my command. I was having a drink in the club room late at night when Jax showed up. We talked, had a few drinks. Then one thing led to another, and we went back to his room.
Do you have any proof of this?
I did save a photo we took that night on one of Ruben's instant cameras. Classy, I know. The photo is in my purse, but I might have left it back in the veranda when I went for a smoke.
You don't mind if I go and get it? The photo should be a big help in getting Jax to talk.
Of course. Be my guest.
Good luck in your investigation.
You'll find the photo in my purse. It should still be in the veranda.
Dr. Cat will stay under surveillance until further notice.
Margot didn't lie about the photo. I should find Jax. No one's here.
Carla, dear, what brings you down here?
Have you seen Jax around?
No, I haven't. Is this about the USB with security footage? Did Jax have something to do with Freddy's murder?
I'm not saying that he did it, but there's a possibility. Right now, the only evidence that I have is circumstantial.
Oh my, there probably isn't much I can help you with.
It's okay, Mrs. B. I'll get to the bottom if I figure out who's lying and why.
Just remember, if you need anything, you can always come to me.
Thanks. Will do. We'll talk more later. Maybe he went back to his suite.
Take care, dear.
Jax, I need to speak with you.
Could you just give it a rest already?
After this talk, I will.
Thank God. Let's get this over with. What do you want?
I know you and Margot slept together.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe this photo will help refresh your memory.
What photo, Carla? Damn that woman. Couldn't keep her mouth shut after all. To be clear, I had nothing to do with the footage on the USB key you found in my room. That's a fact. But I admit that I lied about Margot being in my room.
I gotta say, Jax, this doesn't look good for you.
You think I don't know that? I regretted it the moment it happened.
So why did you sleep with Margot in the first place?
That night, Margot gave me comfort and calm I couldn't get from Janet. For Janet, I had to be the strong one. I had to be the pillar she could lean on. When the boat burned up, I was there with Janet until she cried herself to sleep. But who was there for me?
Do you even care how Janet will feel once she finds out?
Of course I do, but there's nothing I can do to change that now.
You need to be honest and tell Janet.
Not happening. This'll push her over the edge.
Jax, this is your only chance to make amends. Finding out later will only hurt her more.
You're right. I'll do it. She's back in her suite. I need to tell you something, Janet. Something that I am ashamed of. I slept with Margot a few days ago.
You? Her? No, that can't be.
Carla, you gotta help me. Carla, can you please find the inhaler? She usually keeps it in the drawer by the bed.
I'm on it.
Did you check by her bedside yet?
I need to get Janet her inhaler ASAP. There's no canister in the inhaler.
Just look around for it. She usually brings spares. There has to be one around here. There's gotta be a spare canister somewhere around here.
I need to get Janet her inhaler ASAP. Found it. I just need to put the canister into the inhaler.
Give Janet her inhaler.
Thank you, Carla. Jax, I think it's time for you to leave.
Janet, I just...
You said enough. Just go. Carla, thank you again. With all the stress I've been through since coming here, my asthma attacks are becoming more frequent.
No biggie.
I just can't believe Jax would sleep with someone else. I may be in love with Ruben, but I'd never sleep with him while I'm still with Jax. It wouldn't be right. I mean, he slept with Margot. Of all people, too.
It's Margot that pushed this whole thing forward.
Even if that's the case, Jax just tarnished whatever relationship we had left. But why are you getting involved in all of this?
I found out what happened, and I thought you deserved to know it too.
Thanks, I guess. I'm just not sure if I wanted to know that. Carla, if it's okay with you, I'd like to be left alone for now.
I understand. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you again. But please, I need a minute to myself.
I just received a text message.
I'm glad you could join me.
Ruben, there's actually something I need to tell you. It's about Jax and Janet.
Whatever it is, can it wait until after the interview?
With everything that's going on, Ruben, I don't know if it's a good time to continue the interview.
Perhaps. But who knows if we will get another opportunity to do this?
You might be right. And what type of journalist would I be if I said no now? So, what are we going to talk about?
I want the world to know as much as they can about me and what I stand for. I'd like this part of the interview to be about my family and childhood. Ask me anything.
So, where did the great mind of Ruben Navarro come into existence?
I was born in Valparaiso, Chile. It's a lovely port city with the most gorgeous view around. I actually took some photo slides out to show you the city and my family.
Yes, please. I'd love to get an exclusive like that, right from Mr. Navarro's vault.
All right, you can find these slides already loaded into the projector. You should look them through before I get into any more details. Please have a look through the slides. They're already in the projector.
You lived in a beautiful city.
I sure did. Some of my most treasured childhood memories come from there.
Wow, you look just like your dad.
I guess you're right. I did end up looking just like him.
Maybe someday, your child will end up looking just like you. Have you ever considered starting a family?
I did once before. Carla, I actually...
What's going on, Ruben?
Someone just broke into Haven.
What are we standing here for? We need to go there now.
First, we'll need to disable the alarm system with my security keycard. Please, grab it from the hidden stash in the study.
And what will you do?
It might be dangerous to go alone. I'll ask Sam for help. Once I get him, let's meet up in the kitchen.
Understood.
Let's meet up in the kitchen afterward.
Found it! I should go meet Ruben and the admiral in the kitchen. They're not here yet? Sorry, Ruben. I can't just stand around here and wait. If I don't act now, the intruder might get away. I need to disable the security system. Is there a security panel in here? That must be it. I should use the security card.
Carla, I'm so glad you're safe. Why did you go alone? I was worried sick when I didn't find you upstairs.
Thank you for your concern, but I'm more than capable of handling myself in such situations.
Even if you can, doesn't mean that you should. It's always safer to act as a team.
I'll try to remember that next time. Also, weren't you supposed to come with the Admiral?
I couldn't find him. He wasn't in his suite.
Did you try reaching him by phone?
He didn't text me back. I have no idea where he is.
Well, I guess it'll be just the two of us moving forward. I haven't checked any of the other areas yet.
We'll just make do with what we have. Let's move forward. Stay alert. The culprit might still be around. Whoever broke in here also unlocked all the doors.
Does that mean the system was compromised?
Most likely. I can't say I'm surprised, though. Whoever hacked in has access to high-level tech, same as on the USB key we found in Portia's suite.
Is there anything we can do to stop them?
It's a bit too late for that. They most likely already gained the access they needed. We should investigate what happened here first, before figuring out our next steps.
Roger that.
Which room should we start with? Doesn't look like anything is in...
Ruben, look, it's...
Jeannie! Thank goodness. She's just unconscious.
Phew, I'm glad she's okay. Let me look around for a bit. Maybe I'll be able to piece together what happened here.
Thanks, Carla. Why would anyone harm Jeannie?
Poor Jeannie. We'll find whoever did this, I promise. Someone's tampered with the treat machine. I should take a photo for evidence. Ruben, I think the treat machine is out of order. And there are a bunch of treats lying on the ground, too. Could it be a malfunction?
It's possible, but it's never happened before. We do have regular maintenance for it. However, there's a chance that someone tampered with the machine through Haven's system.
It feels like the work of our culprit once again. They might have used it to get Jeannie's attention and have her come out.
Even if they did, why is she unconscious?
Maybe they sedated her somehow. With one of the treats, perhaps?
It's a possibility, but it's only a speculation until we find evidence.
Let me look around more. Maybe I'll find something else.
Did you find out anything else? Carla, did you find anything?
I think I found a tranquilizer gun.
A tranquilizer gun? Let me take a look at it. Please show me the tranquilizer gun. This is indeed one of our tranquilizer guns.
Are the tranquilizers kept in this room?
No, we keep them in the control room. Someone must have brought this one here.
It might have been used on Jeannie. Mind if I examine her body for any clues?
Be my guest. We should confirm whether Jeannie was shot with a tranquilizer gun.
That's a tranquilizer dart. I should take a photo for evidence.
Well, that confirms our theory. And the good thing is, it's only a mild sedative, so she should be fine after a good night's sleep.
But why did they drug Jeannie in the first place?
Probably to get a sample of her DNA. Most likely they took samples of her saliva, since they can be stored for longer. I bet they're hoping to extract some information about the serum from it.
Is it possible to find anything out about the serum from DNA?
Yes, but I don't believe they'll be able to reverse engineer it just from a sample of modified DNA.
Well, that's one less thing for us to worry about.
Yes, but we should still be wary about it. Either way, I think Jeannie will be fine if we leave her here to sleep it off. In the meantime, let's go back to the hallway and see what else we can find.
Agreed.
Let's head back to the hallway.
Poor Jeannie. We'll find whoever did this, I promise.
We should check the control room next. Let's investigate the control room next. The control system was shut down. We can turn it back on, but every system will need to be manually linked back to the control room.
What do you mean by manual linking?
Basically, each system, like door locks and cameras, needs to be linked using the control room's open platform software. But to link all the software back together, I'll need a second pair of hands. Could you help?
Okay, I'll help you any way I can.
I'm glad you're up for the challenge.
All right. What do you want me to do?
Go to the console on the right and use the middle screen on it to link the software. I'll work on the console on the left.
Got it. Let's do this. I think it's this screen Ruben was talking about.
Access the middle screen on the console on the right to start the linking process.
Everything's working again, except the cameras. Huh? There's another room by the entrance? But I didn't see a door there. Ruben, what? Ruben?
I'm in the lab.
Ruben, I'm sorry.
It was the intruder. They ransacked the place.
From the looks of it, they didn't care about being discreet.
Let's just hope they didn't find what they were looking for. Actually, would you give me a hand to look for a purple folder? It should be here somewhere.
Purple folder. What's in it?
If you don't mind, I'd like to find it first.
Of course.
The purple folder. I hope it's still here.
I found it.
Great. Let me see it. Give me the folder. Damn it. It's gone.
What's gone?
My journal, Carla. My notes. I kept them in this folder.
You need to calm down. Shouting won't get us anywhere.
You're right. I lost my temper for a second there. I'm sorry.
What was in the file that was so important anyway? Is it something to do with Project Genetica?
Yes. It contained notes about the procedure for synthesizing the Genetica serum.
Let's not lose faith. We can get your journal back.
And how do you plan to do that? We don't even know who took it. But don't worry. It's fine. They only have one of the 3 journals required to reproduce the serum. It's the first time I'm glad I keep all of them in separate places.
Why do you keep them separate?
Previously, I'd have said it was an unnecessary security measure. Now, I'm not so sure. Let's head back to the control room. There's one more thing I'd like to do.
Okay.
There's nothing else to do here. We should go back to the control room. Since the main system is restored, I'd like to give you access to all areas in Haven. If there's another emergency, I don't want you to get stranded in here.
What do you need me to do?
Place your hand on the touchpad there. It will scan your handprint and add you to the database. Scan your hand on the touchpad. It's by my side. Everything seems to be in order. Now you should have access to all of Haven's areas. We're all done here. So why don't we go back to the hallway and continue the investigation?
Okay.
Let's head back to the hallway. Only one place left to check. The Creative Hub.
Is there anything important in there?
No, not really. But I'd prefer to clear all the areas to make sure we haven't missed anything.
All right, then let's go.
The Creative Hub's next. It doesn't look like anyone's been here. We should look around just in case. We might spot something odd.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's take a look around. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Ruben, does Mrs. Bird have access to Haven?
No, I don't think so. Why are you asking?
I found a blackjack, which I'm positive is the same one I gave to Mrs. B for protection before.
That definitely shouldn't be in here. Perhaps we should take a look at the living quarters, too.
What exactly do you think you'll find in there?
If we're lucky, the intruder. Let's head in. The living quarters can be found behind the door at the back. It's the door behind me. Let's look.
Stay away from me!
Georgiana! It's me! Calm down!
Ruben, Carla, how glad I am to see you. For a moment I thought I was a goner.
What happened, Georgiana? Why are you here?
Oh, dear. I'm not entirely sure where to begin. I was prepping the food for tomorrow's breakfast in the kitchen. Wait, it's still Wednesday, right?
Yes, it's nighttime.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how long I was out for.
Are you telling us someone knocked you out?
I think so. But they sneaked up on me from behind. If it was a fair fight, I would have given them a run for their money.
Georgiana, how do you feel? Maybe Catherine should take a look at you.
I'm fine, dear. It takes more than that to hurt me.
I'm just happy to see that you're safe and sound, Mrs. B. Would you mind telling us what you remembered then? It will help us fit the pieces together. You said you were prepping food for breakfast, didn't you?
That's right, I was. I was getting some ingredients from the fridge when I noticed someone going down into the wine cellar. So I followed.
Did you see who it was?
No, but I was hoping it was Reuben so I could have a word with him.
When did this happen?
I don't know the exact time, but it was a bit after you came to ask about Jax.
All right. Please, go on with the story.
I followed the person downstairs, but these old bones ain't as quick as they used to be. When I did reach the cellar, I only saw the Haven elevator door closing.
So you kept following the person down here?
Well, yes, dear. I did think it was rather strange that when I called for Reuben, no one responded. I thought something fishy was going on, so I went down in the elevator too.
And how did you end up here?
When I reached Haven, the door to the creative hub was open. So naturally, I went in. Then everything went dark. I'm sure that's when I was knocked out. Next thing I know, I wake up and hear voices coming from the other room. And here we are.
Is there any way you can prove any of this?
Well, no. But before coming down to Haven, I took my blackjack for defense.
Okay. But what made you take it? Didn't you think that it was Reuben going into the wine cellar?
I did, but found it very concerning when no one answered me. Reuben always answers. And after getting locked in the fridge before, I'm taking no chances. I always keep my club close.
Okay. I think I more or less have a picture about what happened here now. And you can have your blackjack back, Mrs. B.
I am just glad Georgiana didn't get hurt.
If you don't mind, I'd like my blackjack back. Oh dear, where did you find it?
It was back in the room where you got knocked out.
That's when I must have dropped it.
Well, at least this part of the story checks out. Georgiana, let me lead you back upstairs. I think you've been through enough.
Oh yes, dear. That would be splendid.
Carla, I'll be back in a minute.
All right. I'll look around here in the meantime. Chloroform? This is probably what was used to knock Mrs. B out. I'd better take a photo for evidence. I should take the chloroform bottle too, and show it to Reuben. I doubt I'll find anything else down here. Time to head back. All the doors are locked.
Georgiana is still a bit shaken, but she should be fine after a couple hours of rest. Did you manage to find anything else, Carla?
I found a bottle of chloroform and a napkin that had been thrown into the trash bin.
Chloroform? Can you show it to me?
Of course.
Show me the chloroform bottle. As I figured, the bottle was taken from the Haven's laboratory. What do you think, Carla? Do you believe Mrs. Bird?
I'm not sure. Everything does add up. but I can't be certain that's how it went down.
I know what you're saying, but what motive would she have to break into here?
That's the mystery here. Maybe there's none. I'll just have to keep an eye on her for now.
We should probably go over what we found.
Fairly certain the intruder broke in to find more info on Genetica. And from Mrs. Bird's story, we know the break-in happened around the time we had the interview.
Right. Do we know where everyone was during that time?
Not really. Only that Mrs. B was in the kitchen and that she followed someone into Haven.
It won't be easy to determine who could have done it just from the timing alone. Perhaps we should think about this from a different perspective. There is one thing that's been lingering at the back of my mind. Why did the security alarm go off?
Maybe they did it on purpose.
That's what I was thinking. But why would they trip the alarm on purpose? There has to be a reason.
It's just a guess. But maybe they wanted to make a statement.
What statement would that be?
That they're getting closer.
If that's all it is, then it's fine. Scare tactics won't work on me. Let's head to the entrance hall. There's one last thing I need to check on.
Sure, let's go.
Let's go to the entrance hall. Carla, what I'm about to show you is top secret. You have to promise me to keep this between the two of us.
Of course. I'm not sure what I should be looking at.
Behind this wall lies a secret vault I built to keep my most valuable possessions. Carla, you have the code to open it.
I have the code to open it? What are you talking about?
I gave it to you on your first day here. Remember the musical notes I wrote down for you?
I'm a bit confused. Why would you give me piano notes as the code for a secret vault?
I gave it to you as a puzzle at first. I thought it'd be interesting to see if you could solve it.
Why?
Well, I did my research on you and your reporting acumen before you got here. I thought it would be an interesting experiment to see if you could figure it out.
Sorry I didn't live up to your expectations.
No, don't be. It was my fault to start with. I didn't expect everything would take a turn for the worse and end up the way it did.
I doubt any of us expected it. All right, Ruben. What do you want me to do?
Place the piano note by the lock. It's the key that opens it. The piano note is the key to the vault.
I should use the piano notes to help me unlock the vault. Wait, this melody. Ruben, I think I've heard it before. Ruben, did you write this melody?
I did, a long time ago. This melody holds a special place in my heart. There's a lot more I'd like to share with you, but we're best leaving it for another time.
Can't you tell me more now?
I don't think this is the right place or time for that. So, Before we waste too much time, let's go into the vault.
All right, but I want to hear all about it after we sort this out.
Let's go inside the vault. Welcome to the vault. This is where I keep my most valuable possessions.
Why do you have all of this history tucked away down here?
These are very fragile artifacts, and they must be preserved in the most controlled conditions possible.
Is that really the only reason why they're here?
Not quite. It's a selfish reason, but I keep them here to serve as a reminder of how far humanity has come. Right. I think we got a bit sidetracked. We're here to find a blue folder containing notes on Genetica. The last time I was down here, I rearranged some things. I'm not exactly sure where I put it last. Mind giving me a hand finding it?
Of course. You can count on me.
Keep an eye out for a blue folder.
I found your folder.
You're amazing as always. Pass it over, would you? Give me the folder, Carla. Great. The notes on Genetica are still here.
I think it would be better if you left the notes here. Seems safe.
Agreed. It's probably the most secure place on the island. Even the intruder couldn't get in.
Oh, right. How come? Isn't this room connected to the Haven system?
The lock isn't. The intruder could only get in by knowing the combination.
Any way they could find out?
Not unless you or I tell someone. Anyway, the folder will be secure here. What we should be concerned about are our next steps.
Do you have anything in mind?
I'm a bit concerned about Sam. I don't think he would have left his self-appointed post without a good reason.
I just had a scary thought. What if the Admiral was attacked again?
I don't think Sam is the type to make the same mistake twice. But let's not jump to any conclusions. We should investigate this first. Let's head to the cliffside. There's a chance Wilkinson's already back at his post. We should find out whether Sam's back at his post.
No one's here, Ruben.
Let's check. Maybe he's inside. Samuel might be in the Starship suite.
It's locked.
He's probably not inside then.
Ruben, Carla, can you hear me?
Dr. Cat, what's going on? Where's the Admiral?
I'm not sure. Sam locked me in here a while ago and left. All he said is that he needed to take care of some documents.
Documents?
Ruben, while you're still here, I'm sorry I took the notes about Jeannie. I was trying to help.
Kat, I never doubted your intentions. Once we find Samuel, I promise I'll get you out.
Thanks, Ruben. It's more than I could ask for.
Dr. Cat said something about paperwork the Admiral needed to complete. Any idea what paperwork she's talking about?
No, I'm not sure.
Let's check the Admiral's suite then. Maybe he's back in his room.
Where could Samuel have wandered off to? Sam's not here.
I didn't think it'd be that easy. If he's not here, maybe there's something here that might lead us to him.
What do you have in mind?
Let's keep our eyes peeled for any documents.
All right, I'll check his suitcase. I'll need a minute to check his suitcase.
What did you find there, Ruben?
The admiral was writing a report on Genetica. A rather detailed one, too.
Interesting. I found a contract next to the table. Maybe it has something to do with it?
Let me have a look. Show me the document. Sam was preparing to sign a contract with me.
You don't sound very surprised.
I can't say I am. Sam did come to the island to evaluate Project Genetica's progress, threat level, and potential government uses. But I didn't know he came to the island intending to seal the deal, too. Anyway, most likely, these are the documents he mentioned to Dr. Cat.
Okay, so we have the documents. But where is the Admiral and why isn't he here?
He might be missing something he needs for the contract.
Could he be missing a pen?
This is no time to joke around, Carla. There are plenty of pens around the mansion to use. I worry that whatever Sam needs sank with his boat.
What are we waiting for then? Let's go to the boathouse and see if he's there.
Let's check the boathouse next.
Well, the diving gear is here. Dry, too. Doesn't look like the Admiral went swimming. I don't think the Admiral was in here. The diving gear doesn't look like it was used recently.
I was hoping we'd find him here.
It's just a guess. But a lot of things from the boat washed up on the shore. I bet if he is searching for something from the boat, it'll be there.
Good thinking, Carla. That might be it. Let's go. I'll be right behind you. Sam, we've been looking all over for you.
If you're here to talk about why I locked up Dr. Cat, then don't bother. I did what I had to do.
Catherine is not a threat. Not to you, or to me, or to the project.
What makes you so sure about that?
While you had Dr. Cat under lock and key, someone broke into Haven and stole classified files about Project Genetica.
What? Why didn't you come and find me sooner?
I tried to find you before, but you weren't at the cliffside, Sam.
All right, my fault. I assume you believe Catherine couldn't have stolen the files.
I'm certain, especially since she's locked up.
Fine. I'll let her out tonight.
Good, but this doesn't mean I don't have doubts about you.
Are you serious? Please tell me you don't believe I'm the one responsible for the break-in.
Any proof that you didn't?
Proof of me standing in this goddamn rain for the past hour isn't enough? Wait, how on earth did you find me?
We saw the contract in your room. We figured that you wanted to sign a deal with me, but we're missing something.
It's illegal to go through other people's belongings without their consent.
If you were in our shoes, you'd have done the same thing.
I like that you stick to your guns, Miss Page. That's a fine quality in a woman. But it doesn't change the fact that you went through my belongings.
Sam, you thought you needed to lock Dr. Cat up. We thought we needed to search your room. Simple as that. Now, why don't you tell us what you're searching for?
I'm looking for a special stamp that was assigned to me by the government.
And you've been searching here for an hour? Did you consider checking the remains of the boat?
I would, if I could fit into that damn diving suit.
So, Sam, you really want to make a deal with me on the government's behalf?
That was my initial plan, if what you claimed about the project was true. But if you decide to sign it without the stamp, I won't be able to make it official.
The stamp does sound important. Maybe I should take a dive then. Perhaps it sank with the boat?
Please do, Carla. Sam and I will continue the search here.
Miss Page, the boathouse is in the opposite direction.
Good luck.
I figured it'd be down here. I found your stamp, Admiral.
Finally. For a moment, I thought it was lost for good. Pass it over.
Give him the stamp, Carla.
Good job. Now hand it over. Thank you, Miss Page. Let's head to my suite, get a roof over our heads. I'd prefer not to delay discussing the contract, given recent events.
Agreed. Let's go.
Let's get out of this rain.
Come with us.
So, Reuben, as you know, I was given the authority to make a deal with you. After what I've seen and all the data you've shared with me, I have reached the conclusion that this is legitimate. So, I'd like you to sign a contract with the government.
First, you need to explain to me what terms we're talking about here.
Of course, but do we need Ms. Page to be here for this?
I'll just go.
I'd like her to stay, Sam. After all, we'll be making history with this contract, and I'd like someone to witness it.
All right, she can stay. But she has to sign a non-disclosure agreement before we continue. What's spoken in this room stays in this room.
Fine, I'll sign it.
Good. I've already had the paperwork prepared for this situation. You'll find it on the table.
Since Reuben wants me to, I'll sign the agreement.
I don't see your name on the paper yet.
It's just a formality.
Since Reuben wants me to, I'll sign the agreement. Signed. Satisfied?
Not in the slightest.
Samuel, would you like to continue explaining the terms?
Of course. First of all, the public will be kept in the dark about the project for another couple of years. We'd like to ensure that we know exactly how it works first.
What about everyone else on the island?
When we're back on the mainland, they'll have to sign an agreement to keep their mouths shut.
So the government wants to keep the project hidden until they know more about it? Let me think.
The public must know. It's the only way to keep it from being privatized.
No one asked for your opinion, Miss Page. Reuben, rest assured that the government will not privatize such technology. This condition is only to ensure that we know the scope of the product first.
Thanks for your input, Carla. Sam, let's move on to the next condition.
All right, Next, the U.S. government will acquire the exclusive rights to distribute and produce the serum. That way, all logistic and other development costs will be covered by us.
Even if all the costs are covered, I'm not sure I want the US to have full control over who gets the serum.
The government shouldn't have control over this. It could lead to corruption and exploitation.
Reuben, listen to me. This will not happen. Our top people will make sure of it.
Right. What's the next condition, Sam?
The last major thing is that your company will remain accountable for the product.
So basically, if the effects of the serum aren't what we expect, the government will wash their hands of it.
All they're trying to do is to turn you into a scapegoat.
Nothing personal, Reuben, but the government cannot take the blame for an external project, or any project for that matter. It's just politics.
Yeah, I know the drill. I'm sorry, Sam. I'm not going to sign the deal.
Why?
I weighed all the pros and cons. Honestly, I'm not sure if I can trust the government with the serum. I think I'm better distributing the product on my own as I see fit.
I hope you realize that you won't get any support from the government once we leave the island.
That barely even makes my top 5 concerns right now. I'll worry about that once we actually get off the island alive.
Now that's settled, would you mind letting Dr. Cat out, Admiral?
I said that I'd let her out, and I will. I'm a man of my word.
Thank you, Sam. Carla, we won't be able to do much else tonight. Let's continue the investigation tomorrow.
All right. Stay safe until then. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Miss Page.
Thank you for today.